Well, it all started out with back pain.
First, I just thought it was nothing, ignore it, go on with daily life, but then it just kept on progressing and getting worse.
To the point that I wasn't able to walk on my feet because of the pain was enormous.
I was super embarrassed to be a 24-year-old healthy young man in a wheelchair and shul.
To sleep, I had to lay down on the bathroom floor, which was cold, and lay on my right side. So it sort of numb the arm, so that pain would take away the pain on my left side, and I'd be able to sleep for increments of 20 minutes at a time until my arm would just be too numb and I would wake up from that.
It was bothering me, couldn't sit straight, uncomfortable.
The pain was traveling from my thigh to my knee, to my ankle, to my leg. I wasn't able to function.
Any movement was pain that's unimaginable. I can't eat, I can't walk, I can barely go to the bathroom, and I had no idea what was wrong with me.
I was very worried, not knowing how this would, go away.
I've gone to doctors. They prescribed me painkillers, anti-inflammatories,
steroids, and other needles and shots that were going in to sort of dull the pain, until my doctor told me he wanted me to go for a MRI. Once I did the MRI and I had the confirmation that I had a slip disc in the back,
I went to a sought-after physical therapist, and he checks me out and he says, listen, your father had back pain, your grandfather probably had back pain, you're tall, you're gonna have back pain for the rest of your life. It's just something that a lot of people suffer from. He said, I can give you some exercise to take off the edge.
And then I went to another doctor. He sent me to a surgeon. I should go for surgery. And the surgeon, when he saw the report, he said, there's no need for surgery. So I didn't know what to do. I was being bounced around from doctor to doctor, and nothing seemed to work for me.
When I sat down with my chavrusa and I told him my problem, he said, back pain? I have the right solution. I said, what's the solution? He told me about Dr. Sarno's book.
Sarno tells people that they're causing their own pain, unconsciously, of course. He says it's the brain's reaction to stress or anger or fear. Rather than face the anger, the brain redirects your attention by reducing the blood flow to certain parts of the body. That causes pain. And that pain in your back or neck or ankle or wherever distracts your mind from the rage or unacceptable feelings.
I'm not a believer in general of all these methods.
I'm not into holistic healing. I'm not into, deep hypothetical concepts.
Books are not for me. I need doctors.
Doctors, you trust them. They're medical professionals. This is what their job is. This is what their life is. And they're all telling her that medically it doesn't make sense. It's very hard to get yourself to believe it. How can me reading a book that costs $7 or $8 on Amazon outweigh someone who spent all his life doing this research and doing this kind of stuff as a doctor?
Happens to be that my father suffered from back pain for many, many years.
And Baruch Hashem, once I went to the lectures on Dr. Sarno, I learned a lot about myself. And I think it was a life changer to me.
But in my mind, this kind of stuff doesn't apply to me. I'm too simple-minded. I couldn't find what kind of emotional pain may have been pent up in my subconscious that would cause this stress.
You cannot get better until you say that what I have been told is the cause of my pain is not so. That I do have structural abnormalities, and that's because we all have them, but they are not the cause of my pain.
I really wanted to live pain-free like anybody would want to live pain-free, and I decided I have to take another look at this concept, this Dr. Sarno concept.
When you have nothing else to lose, you just do what you got to do. As I started reading the book, I got more further into the chapters and started really understanding what he writes in the book there.
And I finally understood that the pain that I was having was not a reflection of anything wrong with me structurally in my body.
For the first time, I felt like I could internalize this. Like this, if this is true, this could work on me.
I started practicing right then and there what he says to do, the steps the book says to do. And you could call my wife for testimony on this one. A half hour later, I was out playing basketball.
After 4 to 5 weeks, I'm pain-free.
By the time I finished the book, back pain was gone.
From being someone who thought that you would never be able to be a regular, normal person, just going on to day-to-day life without even thinking about it, it's incredible.
The book is a lifestyle. It's a way of life. And we have to, at least for myself, I understand that these are all stressors in life, and they all try to push their way out and try to get attention, and it may manifest itself again. That may happen, but as long as the method is there and the mindset is there, the remedy is there.
The doctor that actually saw me, that recommended I go for surgery, and he was telling me that he doesn't understand, he doesn't know. And I asked him, I said, but look, this is the fact. I didn't go for surgery, I didn't get an epidural shot. I did what this book told me.
You've all been told that you've got something pressing on a nerve and that's damaging the nerve and that's why you've got symptoms. What you've been told is not true.
People get these things at both sides of the back and they're paralyzed, they can't move and so on. I mean, it's ridiculous to blame that on a little bulging disc, and that's done all the time.
Read the book, and there's no question in my mind that you will be healed within no time.